Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by a fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Machedo is the best.
Hi there, Machedo. Sweeney here from Machedo.com. Who's Machedo and Think Personal Branding? Well, today this video is going to be rather short because I don't have very many updates. I received quite a number of emails, quite a number of links, but you'd not believe, I think it has been one of the highest, 93 pages worth of content. When I went through it, almost everything was repeat or old news or just boring old stuff. I don't want to keep repeating about the banks, about the properties. I don't want to keep repeating about the same old news. So after reading all of the 92 plus pages, I think I've come down to just hardly half of, one page. So let's quickly move on to the updates that I want to share with you. And the updates that I'm going to share are rather confusing. I don't know if it is real news or fake news from reliable sources. The first one comes from Gulf News, which says that UAE's Etihad agrees to raise the stake in Jet Airways from 24% to 49%. Now, why this news doesn't make sense to me is Etihad is going under loss of $3.1 or $3.4 billion. Okay, the dollars or dirhams. I'm not too sure. I'll confirm this. But when you're going under a loss of 3.1 some billion, from where do you have the money to invest in another airlines? As it is, Jet Airways is Mumbai's, so-called number 2 airlines, which has not seen profits, which is only losses for the past 11 years. So it just doesn't make any sense to me that UAE's Etihad agrees to buy shares or invest in Jet Airways when its own airlines is going under a loss and Jet Airways is also going in loss for 11 years. So that's the first fake news, which I don't believe. The second fake news, which I don't believe, is Gulf News states that according to 1,200 people whom they conducted this amazing survey, it seems people are very happy, very confident, where their confidence levels is up to 54%. I don't know how they measured this, but it seems their confidence levels are up to 54%. They're very happy. And the best part is you should read this article. They're even optimistic about VAT. They're very happy that they have to pay tax. Before they are scared, now they're very happy. And it seems, as per this article, business has improved tremendously. There are so many job vacancies. Purchasing power has increased. So I don't know. This is what Gulf News says. You tell me, is business increased? Are you getting tremendous amount of job offers? Or I don't know. This is what I felt, another fake news. Then both Khaleej Times and Gulf News have stated this, that 73% expats earn much more in the UAE than back home. Now, see the funny thing about this news, how it is twisted. 73% expats earn much more in the UAE the salaries compared to the poorest countries in the East. And they're comparing the expenses and saying UAE is the cheapest among the top 5 most expensive countries in the West. So for salaries, they're comparing it to the East. For expenses, they're comparing it to the West. Does this make sense? Why don't you reverse and say, why don't we compare the salaries to the West and expenses to the East? Then you'd see a very depressing figure. See, the thing is, when you have media that manipulates news like this, people lose faith in reading. Almost everyone who has seen this on Facebook, where I commented there with, the best joke of the year. Did April Fools come so fast? What are they smoking? The next one is from Forbes. At least Forbes does not share fake news. It seems Emirates Airlines is going to suspend 25% of all its flights for 1.5 months because it has to, repair the runway. They're going to lose much more revenue. But the sentence that I want you to focus on is we did evaluate the feasibility of moving some flights to DWC, that is Dubai World Central. Imagine, even though they created that airport just to make sure flights would go there. However, we have made the decision not to, because our business model remains focused on our hub at Dubai that offers efficient international connectivity. See the irony. You created this big airport for 200 million passengers, and today you can't even transfer flights over there, even though 25% of your own flights are going to be cancelled. Anyway, this was just the news that I wanted to share. Now I'm going to share with you what readers have shared with me, the news. One of my friends reported that he's in the bank, that loan and credit card defaulters have started to increase as per the first, they had a meeting in the bank. It seems credit card and loan defaulters are on the increase, so they are tightening credit. I got an email from an Etihad ex-Etihad employee, a rather long email, but the long story of this, to make it short, it seems, the same thing about locals being given preferential treatments. But one of the things which he did confirm is the women who slept with the boss, who had sex with the boss, were given better reviews, better schedules, better preferences, and also promotions, which has been, I think, the scandal that even some of the airlines in Dubai have been rocked with. One of them even shared with me a WhatsApp message stating that there is an investigation being conducted internally whether this is actually the case, because they have got evidence. Another Etihad ex-Etihad employee wrote to me a rather long email also. He said, before you had even chefs working in the first class to give the first class passengers a great experience, but they just found it very, it was not feasible. Now they're focusing only on business and economy. And he also told me Emirates Airlines and Etihad's merger may not take place. Axiom Telecom, which I think totally closed down in the UAE, as far as I can recollect. You can correct me if I'm wrong. It seems they have terminated 80 employees in the Middle East. And 7 Indian sailors are stranded on an oil tanker vessel in Sharjah. One of the guys working in the port confirmed this. He said they were stranded there for 18 months, not paid salaries for 16 months. And he even shared with me a link. Just imagine, Indian sailors with the Indian passports. You see what shit it is having an Indian passport. The Indian government doesn't fucking care. It doesn't care about its fucking citizens. So that is why I always say it's a liability having this fucking passport. If you are American, if you are Australian, do you think, or if you had a European passport, do you think they would have ignored their citizens? Come on, man. Anyway, the next one is a guy working for ADNOC. He wrote to me that 70 people in his department and other departments have been terminated. I do not have any information whether they're expats or whether they are locals, but I do feel most of them are expats. One person who has contacts in soup.com and dobizzle.com, he says that even though they're projecting good sales, it has been down since December. Well, I suspect it's because it's the beginning of the year, so I wouldn't be very surprised. It may pick up after 2-3 months, but obviously for now it'll be down, especially when you had the 80-90% off sales in Dubai and all the people who are spending. Okay, another one is one of the readers asked me, Lloyd, what do you think of the Gillette advertisement? I watched the Gillette ad. I don't know, what is the controversy? What is the big deal? Why are people making such a big noise? Oh, why are you talking about male chauvinism? We're going to protest. It's just a fucking ad, and Gillette is pretty smart that, they know for a fact that they are going to get billions of dollars worth of free social media engagement. Their brand is going to be known. So they are playing the game pretty smart, and people are fucking idiots. They're giving them free publicity. Like, I'm talking about Gillette, even though I never spoke about Gillette otherwise. I saw the ad. I didn't find nothing, absolutely nothing controversial. I don't know what's the big fucking deal about it. People are seriously fucking jobless. Okay. The next one is from a passionate, this message, WhatsApp message from a very passionate Pakistani citizen who loves Imran Khan. And he's saying, please don't, spoil the name of Imran Khan, because Pakistan has just entered a repair mode after 20 years of being under a corrupt government. And he's saying, our Prime Minister Imran is like the hope. He is taking care. So he says there are a lot of uneducated people who are laughing at him and calling him names. So he says, please don't, ruin the name of Imran Khan. See, I admire the passion, the love, the dedication he has for his country and for Imran Khan. And I think Imran Khan is a much better fit than almost all the other politicians that I've seen. So, crossing fingers, let's see. I wish Imran Khan all the best. I think he is a very classy person. I think he has great finesse. I think he's a good leader. Well, got to see what does he do in terms of being a politician, which is a totally different game. Then the next letter that I want to share with you is from a professor who is now back home in his country in the West. He said he taught history, geography, English, literature, and national studies to the sheikhs and to big expensive VIP schools. This is what he says. He says Emirati male students never did any work. They would hang around in the toilets in pairs. He's saying you can imagine either they had a very weak bladder or teenage boys hanging around in pairs in toilets. Well, you can fill in the blanks. Emirati female students, they would try harder than the Emirati male students. During exams, the CCTVs in the examination halls would be switched off. The examination papers had multiple choice questions where it would just be write on 1, 2, 3, 4, choose the right one, just tick. No Emirati student was ever allowed to fail. You had zero fail Emirati students. Emirati students could be rude to teachers. A teacher could not be rude to an Emirati student. Many teachers had even lost their jobs or got suspended or even deported for raising their hand or their voice on an influential Emirati student. Well, obviously, because you're talking of very powerful people. It seems the school inspections are all rigged. If an Emirati student doesn't do well during the inspection, it is considered the fault of the teacher. One teacher was given the warning of being too beautiful and distracting to the male students, and she was given a warning. Some of the managements of the school, they pocketed their money so much so that even photocopies had to be taken by the teachers. And it seems many good teachers, they come and they leave, and the only ones who are left behind are useless ones who want to make money. So this was a letter. It was rather a long letter, but I just give you the summary of what he has written. Now, finally, I want to share with you something that I think is rather controversial, but I thought I would share my views on this one. It is this girl, this Saudi teenage girl, who is right now, she's all over the internet, Rahaf Mohammed. Now, if you actually look at it, personally, what I think is I just look at this girl as an 18-year-old girl who is a rebel, who wanted to get out of a very strict religion, who wanted to get out of being under her parents. And finally, now she got her freedom. Okay. Now, after she got her freedom, what I don't seem to understand is why are they making such a big deal about it? Like, for example, now she's taking photographs. She has taken a photograph on Instagram of showing her legs. Well, being a Muslim woman, normally, especially in Saudi, they're not allowed to show their legs. So she has shown a photograph of having her croissant or whatever, or coffee with her legs exposed up to her thigh. Okay. Then she has shown a photograph of her drinking wine, which once again, a Muslim girl should not drink. Then she has shown a photograph of her traveling first class, and she's very happy. And now she has even shown a photograph of eating bacon, which is not allowed in the Islam religion. What I personally look at it is, why the fuck are you aggravating people of a particular religion whom don't like all this? If you are truly a person who was afraid, who really wanted to get freedom, you would do it very quietly. Once you use social media to get the attention, but then shut the fuck up and switch off your fucking social media. Don't tell people where you are. Don't show people what the fuck you do. Don't show people your thigh. Don't show people you're eating fucking bacon. Why the fuck are you doing that? Why are you aggravating people? There must be some fucking extremist somewhere, some fucking retard somewhere, some fucking guy who takes religion to the extreme, and you're pissing him off and you're inviting fucking trouble. Why? Because you're a fucking attention whore. That's the fucking problem. See, what I feel is, fine, you're suffering, you're having a bad time. Fine, you begged and you pleaded for mercy and you got it. Now stop acting like you're fucking some kind of superstar. Oh, I want to inspire. You are not fucking inspiring anyone. You are a fucking refugee who has sought asylum. So when you're given free handouts, when you're given a favor, when you're given like, like help me, like a fucking beggar, shut the fuck up, be appreciative, be fucking humble, go and do some fucking work, get fucking busy, do something worthwhile. She is like become like this part 2 Kim Kardashian version of fucking seeking attention, being famous for the sake of fucking being famous. What I look at it is like, for example, there is a lion in a cage, and if you keep prodding it, it's going to fucking snap at you. It's going to fucking bite your, rip your fucking face off. She's doing exactly the same thing. Why the fuck are you pissing off people? You were before a Muslim, okay? Eating bacon is bad for Muslims. That showing your body parts and all that, Muslims don't like it. You are part of an Arabic culture which even doesn't allow all this. But here's one more thing. If your family was so fucking strict, how the fuck did you get your passport? How the fuck did you get money to travel to Thailand? How the fuck did you get the freedom to take your fucking phone and go alone? That is a big fucking question. What I look at it is you are just giving one side of the fucking story. You've manipulated the facts, and now you're enjoying the attention. You know what is my fucking prediction for this? This drama is going to continue for some time until news and media outlets will lose interest, will lose its freshness. Even the public, they will lose fucking interest. And all she's doing is spoiling her fucking name. And tomorrow, when all the glamour and everything is over and people are fucking bored of her, and she has to work in some fucking McDonald's, she has to clean some fucking toilet, or she has to do some fucking work, and then, she's going to be ordinary. That is where reality is going to strike in. And then, she's going to be like, oh, who. She's going to do all, nobody's going to give a fuck. In fact, I wouldn't be fucking surprised if people wouldn't want to even deal with her. Because all I look at it is an 18-year-old pampered fucking brat who just got fucking lucky is taking advantage of the kindness and all the attention and glamour that she can fucking get, and just taking everyone for a fucking ride. For me, personally, I have no fucking respect for her. I don't fucking look at her as an inspiration. I just look at her fucking as a refugee who sought asylum, who's begging people for free handouts. And now that she's got this beggar is now, trying to be like a fucking superstar for no fucking reason. Another Kim Kardashian for no fucking reason. If she really was a refugee, if she really was afraid, she wouldn't be, telling people, that she wouldn't be seeking attention. She wouldn't be advertising herself. She would keep a very low profile. In fact, she would switch off her social media so nobody would know where she is. She is inviting trouble, and I would not be surprised if she is harmed. And when she is harmed, that's when she'll fucking learn. Canada is, they are just, these politicians are just being in the limelight because they want to show that they are good. They're playing her. She's thinking she's playing them. Just watch this fucking drama. I so fucking hate. I hate people like this who are manipulative and who show, their true colors. It's a matter of time before what I say actually comes true. Just watch. So these are my thoughts about all these bloody incidents. Let me know what are your thoughts, because, obviously you may not agree with me, but let me know, what do you think? Do you think what I said about this girl, is it true? Is it false? If she really was in need, would she be drinking wine and showing her legs on fucking Instagram and showing, oh, I'm eating bacon, being a Muslim, and oh, I'm an inspiration. You're a fucking beggar, you fucking asylum-seeking refugee. Yeah, I just hate all this shit, man. So let me know what you think. I love to read your comments. Whether you like or don't like, agree or don't agree, put them. And do share with me what you think about the news, which I think is, personally speaking, the whole thing is fucking fake. So Lloyd from Machedo.com, who's Lloyd Machedo and Think Personal Branding, sharing with these thoughts. I'd love to hear yours. This is me signing off for now. Take care.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others or by a fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Lloyd Machedo is the best.